Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So, how long have you been in business of interiors?
Pretty long time now. It's probably 19 years.
Oh.
In interiors.
Okay, so what is really your area of specialization? Residential, commercial, hospitality?
Basically, we are design consultants. We don't execute anything, not a single paisa worth of execution. Our focus is design.
Okay.
And I love doing apartments.
Okay.
We do hotels, we do clinics, we do offices also.
Okay.
But my passion is doing apartments.
Okay. Residential.
Residential apartments. I love doing apartments.
I think that's the most difficult one because you have so many people with so many different mindsets wanting to put together things, and it's always a challenge.
Of course, every job is a challenge, and I think apartments, you probably can say it's more difficult, or probably you need more effort because in offices normally you repeat the cubicles, or you don't go into so much detail except technologically where the computers and all are concerned. But in apartments, every room is designed differently.
It's a statement that needs to be created with.
And it is my experience that people are also more involved in their apartments.
Yeah.
Offices are not that personal, even businesses are not that personal. Apartments are very personal. The entire family is involved. It's a different ballgame doing an apartment and doing an office or a clinic.
So it's a challenge which interests you most.
Yes, even retail space is a challenge, and that also, there's a lot of involvement in that. But as I said earlier, I love doing apartments.
Okay. Okay. Where is your office located, sir?
We are in Borivali.
Okay. And what is your staff strength?
We at the moment have a staff strength of 10 people.
Okay. And it's purely for designing. The contractual jobs are given outside. Okay.
We work with a lot of contractors, but we are a team of 10 people and
designing.
Completely focused on design.
Okay. How does just doing designing help your customers? How does it help them connect with you?
Well, I personally feel that a person who is a design consultant, an architect or an interior designer should get into execution. Because executing is a different ball, execution of work is a completely different ballgame, and it calls for different set of skills. And the other thing I believe is there's so much to be learned in every profession, and in designing itself, all the time there are changes technologically as well as aesthetically, and different styles, different products. You have your hands full. If you get into execution, you'll be distracted from the core. And I believe in core competency. So I don't believe in that.
So you work with the contractors and see that they execute the jobs well.
Yes, we supervise the work. We do the selection of the material, the specification, the drawings, and everything.
So customer has the choice to select his own contractor.
It could be anybody. It could be anybody. It doesn't make a difference. So far as you are a competent contractor, and so far as he is willing to take instructions from you, I don't see any problem.
Does that differ in timelines of delivery of projects? Because there could be different contractors and so on.
Well, it all boils down to how good the contractor is and how fast you can release your drawings and how fast the client can pay.
Yeah.
There are several factors to timelines.
So, the average interior of a home for 2 BHK or 3 BHK, how much time does it generally?
Minimum 3 months if you take it apart and do it completely. From 3 to 5 months is what we.
3 months is achievable.
Very much achievable. Very much achievable. But again, subject to quick decisions, quick payments, and a good contractor.
Yeah. Okay. But just the words 3 months possible for a 3 BHK itself is nice because normally projects stretch to 8 to 10 months very easily.
They do and they don't also.
Yeah.
It's possible. The project can go for 1 year and 1.5 years also.
Yeah.
There's no outer end to it. But if you are disciplined about it, you take your decisions quickly, you freeze all the drawings before you start the execution, you hire a good contractor, pay him properly on time, take quick decisions. I don't see any reason why it cannot be achieved in 3 months. Or many times there are projects where we do it very quickly. It depends on how badly the client also wants. Like when we do offices and the offices are leased, the meter is on. Okay, the more you delay, the more they're going to end up paying the rent and not get a place to use it. So here it becomes very critical with the company setting up clauses of bonus or penalty, and it can be achieved in a very quick time. It's again how much priority the contractor, the architect and the client is giving the project.
So it's how time bound it is that can be achieved.
Yes, of course it can be.
Okay. So what would be some of your best projects executed so far?
Well, architectural projects, interior projects.
Both?
Architectural projects. We are doing architectural projects also. We did a 3-star hotel in Jaipur.
Okay.
It's come out quite well. I'm saying that. It's been featured in last some magazines also.
Okay.
Then we're doing some apartment blocks also.
Okay.
And I've done a few celebrity homes. I've done Pallavi Joshi's house.
Okay.
I've done Ashok Saraf's house.
Okay.
And we're doing a lot of apartments all over the city, from town to western suburbs, eastern suburbs, everywhere.
Okay. And what role do you think wallpapers plays in your design today?
I do use a lot of wallpapers. I recommend them. I suggest them. What happens is wallpapers recently have got a huge variety in the market. There's a lot of options, unimaginable. And client is normally not aware of that until they actually see the variety available in the market.
Yes.
What happens is you don't know. You don't know whether it is wallpaper. See, wallpaper gives us an option of wall treatment in such a fashion that people can't figure out what it is.
Correct.
For a layperson, they can't put their finger and say, hey, this is wallpaper.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's an element of curiosity. What is this?
Yeah.
I do use wallpapers, and I use them more to highlight areas.
Okay.
Wallpapers are also not cheap.
Yeah.
The good ones are not cheap.
Yeah.
But I believe that it is going to be the future.
Okay.
And it's quicker, and especially in projects where you don't break down everything.
Yeah.
It can be done very quickly. So I think it's going to be an option. Only thing is, the real good ones are costlier than paint.
Yeah.
But I think it's for the future. I think it's got a very bright future, and it's going to be everywhere.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir.
Pleasure's mine.